What's up, everybody? John Sharmiho here. Hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Vinyl this time, and I have a nice stack of black and death metal craziness to get through here for you guys, with a little something special towards the very end. And the first record I'm going to be talking to you about is some French Black Death nihilist madness. This is WARFIRE with Heralds of Eternal Order. Yeah. This was originally released in 2014 through Iron Bonehead Productions, and how I found out about this band was through the latest run of shirt announcements from the folks over at Death Oracle Printing. Now, of course, if you don't know what Death Oracle Printing is, they are a clothing company that is run primarily by some of the guys in Nocturnal. And they release clothes from bands representative of Nocturnal, like them, Helvetron, Nexul, but they also do work with other bands. And once they unleashed this latest run of shirts, one of the bands brought up in that announcement was WARFIRE. And when I went to look up some of this band's stuff, I was completely blown away by it. I was blown away by how crazed, insane, and how over the top it goes. And this band put out some demos in the past, and they also did a split with Ad Hominem, but this debut full-length is something crazy and almost maddening to a sense, because it's a pretty short record, but what you get with the 7 songs that are on this album is just straight up nihilistic, anti-religious sort of black metal going on here, and it's just awesome. I fucking love this album. Through the Ages of Victory, the title track, Bleed the Bastards, it's just seriously chaotic stuff. And it goes without saying that this band features current and former members of a little French black metal band you probably might have heard of called Order of the Death's Head. Of course, everybody knows about Order of the Death's Head, but I don't think WARFIRE gets enough attention or love as that band does. But I think WARFIRE should be better listened to. It's just straight up evil sounding black death metal, and I would love to see the early demo material get more attention, maybe get vinyl reissues or something like that. I really fucking love this album, and I would love to hear more stuff from them in the future. So anyway, here's the front cover. Back cover. Comes with a lyric sheet. There you have lyrics on this side. Band members in question. And credits. And I believe this is limited to 300 copies, and they all come on a standard black vinyl. Nice center labels here. Skulls on side A and side B. Very good stuff. Good quality record, as per the case with any Iron Bonehead release. But yeah, I don't know how this band flew under my radar, but I'm glad I was able to listen to this band now. I fucking love this shit. WARFIRE, Heralds of Eternal Order, absolutely a band worth supporting and paying attention to. From France, we move to the US, to probably one of the best death metal bands to come from the Pacific Northwest. This is Witch Vomit with A Scream from the Tomb Below. Yeah. I believe this was originally released on CD in 2015 through Memento Mori, and this is the vinyl version released through Parasitic Records. And yeah, these guys are based out of Portland, Oregon, and they play this very much traditional, straight-to-the-point style of death metal. Very old-school influences, old-school rooted, and it definitely shows within this band's sound and landscape. I believe some of the band members in this particular band also share members with Torturak, another really killer Pacific Northwest death metal band. And hearing this album and hearing so many people hype it up and talk about it really only intrigued my interests in wanting to listen to it. And when I did listen to this album, serves me right. Served me right for paying attention to these people, because this is a seriously killer death metal album. I love the visuals of the artwork, the overall vibes and themes of the songs. Very much blasphemic shit. I love that about Witch Vomit, and you hear it on these 8 tracks. Ripped from the Crypt, that's a fucking amazing song. The Tomb, Witch Cunt, Primal Rite of Death. Just a badass band all around. And of course, this band followed up this album with an EP through 20 Bucks Spin called Poison Blood. That EP is killer, and I'm very excited to hear what the future will hold for a band like Witch Vomit, because if they could get on 20 Bucks Spin and put out a release, it only really makes me wonder how much heavier they could get from there. But this debut album still holds up pretty nicely, and it's definitely one of the better death metal debuts of more recent times. So anyway, here's the front cover. Dig the fuck out of this artwork. Back cover. Love the little quotes at the bottom of this painting here. Side A, side B credits. Comes with a printed sheet. There you have the band members in question and the band logo. A scream from the tomb below. Some additional artwork here. At the altar of death I kneel, consumed by lust and pain. Twisted visions haunt my mind as I crawl towards the tomb again. Fucking sick as fuck. And I believe this vinyl variant came out to, I think this is 300 copies, and I was lucky enough to get the limited color variant, which is limited to 100 copies. It's on a nice solid white vinyl. Classic center labeling going on here. Side A, side B going on here. Very, very good job done with this record. Yeah, but yeah, definitely check out A Scream from the Tomb Below, and also check out Poison Blood. That is an absolutely awesome EP. Excited for this band's future. But yeah, Witch Vomit, A Scream from the Tomb Below. Go check this one out. Next up, we go to Sweden for this next band, and this band, I don't know how this came out so late. If this came out any sooner, this would have had a spot in my top 10 of last year. This is that damn good to me. This is DEGIAL with Predator Rain. Yeah. 2017 release through Sepulchral Voice Records, and this is the 3rd full-length from DEGIAL. Seriously amazing death metal. A lot of Angel Corpse vibes and essences coming from this band, and seeing how far this band has come along within their last couple of full-length records showcases itself very well here with Predator Rain. This is a very, very badass album, and it's lethal. It's non-stop aggression from first song all the way to last. It's exciting stuff, and seriously, I don't know why this came out so late. I really would have put it in my top 5. It's really that fucking good. Thousand Spears Impale, Crown of Fire, Heretical Repugnance, Triumphant Extinction. Such a badass album. This band oozes badassery all the way through, and Predator Rain is an absolutely killer album. This band will be doing some selected tour dates with Watain later on this year. I'm very, very jealous of any of you that are going to be able to get a chance to see DEGIAL. This band is absolutely for real, and they're going to continue to prove why they're for real for many more years to come. But anyway, here's the front cover. Glossy sleeve, Paolo Girardi artwork, absolutely stunning art. Back cover, track listing, and band member identities in question. Fucking badass photo. Love the chains, the blood, the makeup. Corpse paint, excuse me, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, comes with a lyric sheet for all the tracks in question. Dig the nice little touches and little artwork pieces for each of the tracks here. It's very subtle stuff. I love that a lot. It comes with this rectangular shaped sort of thing of the band here, photo of the band, like on the back of this record sleeve. Very, very sick. Sepulchral Voice put this out, but I believe you can get it through the Ajna Offensive in the US if you're looking to get a copy. And of course, they'll get it to you with a relatively good amount of time. And this comes on standard black vinyl. Dig the center labels here. The B-side is fucking killer. Love that. But yeah. Seriously killer death metal. DEGIAL are the real deal. Predator Rain, definitely go buy this, listen to this, go support DEGIAL. Absolutely sick shit. From Sweden, we move to Germany, to probably one of the kings of death and grind. This is Blood with Inferno. Yeah. Another album that came out that, if I had more time to really digest it, I would have also put this album in my top 10 of last year. Yeah, these guys are based out of Germany, and these guys have been long-standing flag bearers for mixing grindcore and then death metal, having a little bit of change with the times, because at one point in time they had a little bit of a social-political sort of vibe going within their lyrics, but as time went on, they incorporated a little bit more of that dark, blasphemous sort of approach when it came to their lyrics and overall musical direction. Very much teetering the fine lines between death metal and grindcore, and yeah, these guys have been long-standing veterans, and here with Inferno, it's just a showcase as to how far they've come along, why they still are a very important band in the spectrum of underground extreme music, and this album is a blast to listen to all the way through. Conjuration, Inquisitor, Witch, Skinner, I love these fucking song titles, The Devil's Coronation, Christ Bait, Impulse to Destroy. Funny they have a song called Impulse to Destroy, because that's of course the name of their debut album from back in the early 90s. These guys have been around a very long time. Nocturnal Ceremonies, just a seriously killer album. Eisen's riffs are so fucking sick. I love the vocals. I love the energy that this band brings for them to continue on being as amazing as they have been. Blood really are the real deal. They still are the real deal to this very day. But anyway, here's the front cover. Chris Moyen artwork, looking super badass. Back cover, track listings. And this is self-released through the band. This is limited to 1,000 copies, and mine is number 572 out of 1,000. Gatefold, band member photos, and thanks and whatever. This vinyl edition got stacked with some pretty cool little bonus stuff. You got a CD copy of Inferno right here. You got 2 stickers with Chris Moyen artwork on it. Very, very nice touch going on here. Got a fold-out poster of the band. Yeah, seriously killer band photo, and I'm glad that they were able to stuff all this cool shit in this record. Comes with a printed inner sleeve with lyrics on one side, band photo collage on the other. I believe they all come on a standard black vinyl, very groove heavy black vinyl, and you have etchings on both sides of this record. On side A, on the dead wax, it says Hammer of Judgment, and on the B side it says Hell is Open. Fucking rowdy, rowdy stuff. And this band played the US for the first time last year. I believe they played that Hellstorm of Evil Vengeance Fest in Seattle. And the reception to this band was nothing short of positive, and hopefully one of these days Blood can play the US again. Hopefully Texas, who knows. But yeah, Blood are one of the gods of death and grind, and Inferno is absolute proof of that. So yeah, Blood, Inferno, go check this one out. From Germany, we move to Belgium, to a band that really made a lot of waves last year with their debut full-length album. And to tide us over until there's more stuff, there was a late EP that got added to the mix. This is Perverted Ceremony with their self-titled EP, Perverted Ceremony. Yeah. To refresh your memory, Perverted Ceremony are based out of Belgium, and last year, I mean, this this band had been working out a bunch of demos prior to their debut, and then in 2017 we got Sabbath of DEGIAL, however the hell you pronounce it, their debut full-length that got put out through Nuclear War Now, and they had this really killer early Beherit, Vaughn, Archgoat-esque sort of sound going for them. Very necrotic sounding music, and that's what I really enjoyed about Sabbath of DEGIAL. But now we have this EP of sorts, and you get an intro and two really lengthy songs, Graveyard Sacred Worship and Malformed Procreation. These two really lengthy songs are serving as an idea of the evolvement of how Perverted Ceremony is going to continue to sound. Pretty much, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they maintain the rawness, they maintain the craziness of the previous album, and it's just all here in great detail here. I love the vocals, I love the production value here, very filthy, rotting sounding stuff. Great drum work, great audible bass tones going on here. Seriously killer EP, and I'm very excited to hear more Perverted Ceremony in the future. So anyway, here's the front cover. Uncoated stock here, love this artwork. Balls. Back cover. Band member photos and tracks. Information that is vital to, what do you call it, Perverted Ceremony. Yeah. I got the Die Hard edition, and it came with a bunch of really neat stuff here. It came with this woven patch, Graveyard Sacred Worship, sticker, same artwork, Graveyard Sacred Worship. And since I got the Die Hard edition, I got the color vinyl, which is a 45 RPM green vinyl. Good quality here on this one. Side A, Side B with the Nuclear War Now logo. Absolutely sick as fuck. And of course, this is kind of like that Morbosidad Tortura EP, where the opening is on top. It's not on the side, but yeah. Great stuff from Perverted Ceremony. I'm very curious to see how far things go for them in the future. Hopefully more stuff. And Moenen of Zezbeth, that band needs to put out a full length already. That demo they did, I mean, it's the same dudes from Perverted Ceremony, but Moenen of Zezbeth needs to put out a full length already. But yeah, Perverted Ceremony, check this one out. And since I showed a bunch of black and death metal here, I'm going to take a 180-degree turn for this last one and talk about some fucking thrash metal. And what better way to close this video with some thrash metal from one of the icons of Teutonic German thrash. This is Sodom with Demonized. Yeah. This is released in 2017 through Floga Records, and this is a demo compilation of the first two Sodom demos, notably 1982's Witching Metal and 1984's Victims of Death. You can definitely tell in the early 80s sound of Sodom, this band had that really unique, raw, primal rock and roll aggression going with their sound. The vocals are different, the riffs are different, the bass is different, the drums sound different, and really the early rawness of the Sodom demo showed you what was going to be soon to come from them with releases like In the Sign of Evil, Obsessed by Cruelty, drawing blanks here, but Persecution Mania, yeah. All that early Sodom stuff would not have been around if it wasn't for these early demos. And with this demo compilation, I swear to God, I don't know how they did it, but every single song that's on here sounds like new again. They remastered these demos so meticulously. It really does make a difference, and for anybody that's ever been wanting to get a hold of the early Sodom demos, or if you've had luck with bootlegs or some shitty sounding stuff, look for Demonized, because this is the quintessential demo compilation for Sodom. It sounds wonderful. Hearing all the great songs like Witching Metal, Devil's Attack, Victims of Death, Satan's Conjuration, seriously killer Sodom songs, and yeah, Sodom's legacy will live on with great material like this. So anyway, here's the front cover. Love this artwork here, uncoated stock here, very badass jacket here. Back cover, band member photo, side 1, side 2, and of course the credits of what demos are which. Very badass gatefold here with classic photos, lyrics for most of the songs, and liner notes from Tom Angel Ripper himself. Very badass job done here. Comes with this printed sheet, which feels like it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's written like a fan letter of some kind. Liner notes on this side, and more liner notes on the other side, pretty much going on about the early history of Sodom, what predated that, what came after it. Just some very interesting reads. And I don't know the vinyl limitation on this one, but I did get the color variant, and this came on a transparent clear vinyl, kind of a milky clear sort of vinyl, but the sound quality is phenomenal, out of this world stuff. Fucking love the sound quality of this. Side B, of course. Yeah, Floga, they do great work with their tapes, but I guess they also do great work with their vinyl. This is a killer sounding demo compilation. But yeah, if you're a Sodom fan, this is an absolute must-have for your collection. Very good demo compilation of the first 2 Sodom demos. Legendary Teutonic thrash. Sodom, Demonized. Go check this one out. And I'm going to conclude this video. I'm going to leave you some links to some of the bands I talked to you about here in this video. If you happen to have heard or own any of these releases, definitely let me know. We can talk about it. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until the next time, Armijo out.